Hi, everybody. This is Carmen with Main Street Yoga. I wanted to start some dialogue that the teachers and I have been trying to facilitate at the studio for a while, which is why I've started the Yamas and the Niyamas workshops at the studio. When we're working with yoga, a lot of conversation turns towards stress management, meditation, internal work. Well, what does that really mean? In the former sense or the older sense, it meant that we started to evaluate the way that we move around in the earth. We evaluate the way that we interact with other people, the way that we interact with ourselves. And that started through the yamas. And I wanted to take a couple minutes and get into the first one so that you get really just a nutshell of what these are about. Yama means bridle or rein. It's talking about our own actions, how we move around, how we actually can see the behavior of ourselves and others. There is an internal component to it, but more than anything, it's the actual action that we're focusing on. The first yama you might have heard in class, you might have heard teachers say, the number one rule of yoga is ahimsa, non-violence. It's really easy to think in a yoga setting, I'm not going to be violent in here. I'm not going to smack the person next to me. I'm not going to act out with aggression in my yoga class. So why are you talking to me about violence? The translation from the Sanskrit to English is the act of not being violent. There's not a better word in the translation. Some people choose ahimsa and feel that a more accurate translation is love in action. And if that suits you better, great. Ahimsa, yes, we're talking about the actual violence, the do not kill, do not harm, don't, when you get frustrated, don't, backhand that person, sure. But we're also talking about additional levels, as though it's on a spectrum, a sliding scale of not harmful thoughts versus non-harmful actions. So when we're talking about ahimsa, we're talking about the spectrum. Ahimsa in life is talking about the way that we move around, the way that we interact. Road rage would be an example of working from a nonviolent place, starting to work with our breath and induce calm in ourselves, maybe even giving ourselves an additional option of what that could mean for ourselves. It's talking about not the level of frustration that you might get waiting at a restaurant for a table, or the way that you react if you're not happy with, service at the restaurant. How could you act in a loving way as opposed to a non-loving way? So it's that outward behavior that we're looking at. The other element of ahimsa is also the way that we work with ourselves. Raise your hand if you have never said a mean thing to yourself ever. Can you? I think it's in our nature to have some negative self-talk every now and again. And I think that in what I have encountered in a lot of students are individuals who are working with that regularly, or and there's a lot of pressure in our society too to have some sort of image. And I think that in this day and age, we're kind of branching beyond that to get out of what the image is supposed to be and get a little more real, which is really nice. It still doesn't take away the judgy comments and components. So the act of ahimsa is not only external in the way that you interact with other people, but it's internal. It's the way that we talk to ourselves. And so one of the mantras that I invite you to try is, I am love. I am love. Every time you exhale, every time that you're working from a place of frustration, take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhalation, just say to yourself, I am love. Thoughts of love bring more thoughts of love. And when you fill yourself with love, you're able to give it better. So when you feel like you are being shortchanged, or you're shortchanging someone else. I invite you to come back to that mantra. I am love. If you're interested in this or more, we do have the Yamas program going on right now. So check out the events tab on the website, www.mainstreetyoga.com, under events. See what one's coming up next. I assure you, you do not need to take these in order. They're all independent. And I look forward to seeing you in class. Thank you.